Samhita, Kapisthala Samhita. You see, Kapisthala. These are all the 4 recensions. We have so many recensions, 92 of them. So, and only 16 are the recensions of the other division of the Veda called Shukla Veda. So that's a different one. But anyway, the subject matter in Yajurveda Samhitas seem to be the same. For example, this Rud Namakam Chamakam, there are 108 recensions. That means in all these recensions, you have the Namakam Chamakam with little variants here and there. But still, the prayer for Rudra and expression of our desires and wants to Rudra after having worshipped all of them. So all these matter very much. Now we are in the Agnistoma Yajna, where Agni and Soma are important. And we don't always worship only a god, because the a god has got associates or other gods also who are friendly with him and who are supportive to him. Because no officer of the no officer will be able to function and do everything by himself. He has got a staff. So in any office, we have got a good number of staff. They all work together in the name of the officer who holds the office, and all the tapal or the correspondence goes out from the office only after his signature. Thereby, you observe there is one monitor, there is one leader. Ishvaraha Ishwarina, Ishvari Ishwarinam, Ishvaro Ishwaranam, Ishanaha. So we have that kind of single authority who is the origination and who has got administrative convenience by employing or by asking Agni, Indra, Varuna. That's exactly what we find in Rigveda. Agnim Mitram Varunamahu. So in 20th sloka of Saura Suktam, you see that there is only one God, Ekam Satu, Vipraha Bahudha Vadanti. And therefore, that one is being described or attributed with different names and functions. So here, that's why when we have prepared the Soma Rasa in cauldrons, and we have got plenitude of Soma with us, all that Soma Rasa is to be offered to the other gods who are waiting for that. Somapayanaha, they are called as. So the Somapayan, that is their drink. So we have come across many gods to whom we just offered 1 or 2 important features of praise or functions of those respective gods, and we have offered by repeatedly saying the formula Upayamagruhitosi. Upayamagruhitosi Sandayatve Yoni Yoni Viratam Pahi Sukragraha, Manthigraha, and Agrayana Graha. Like the Graha is the cup in which the Somarasa is being shared. And Graha is actually that which holds things. So the word Graha is a very ancient Ayurvedic origin, and most of the time the grahas, the cups are done out of the wood. So they're all wooden cups and supposed to be purified and very much powerful. So we have come up to, we have covered 1, 4, 10 and further. And wherein we have, in 1, 4, 10, 1, we have covered, offering to the Agrayana Graha, Soma Rishi, and after Agrayana Graha, we have also come to the next one is the Bhratruvyata Avata Agrayana Graha, Soma Rishi, and then we come to Uktya Graha, Manthi Graha, and so on. And actually, these grahas have been Me graha, see, Agrayanascha me, Vaisvanarascha me. Like that, we have already told in Chamaka Prashna as a part of our personal desire. So, the elaboration and the original and the origination of all that grahas you find in the Yajurveda in the context of the Somayaga. Now let's go with the 1-4-11 Bhratruvyavata Agrayana Graha. From there, I think we have got to do 1-4-11-1. And then I'm just reading that particular mantra, a few mantras further, so that we'll, sorry, because it is a principle in our Yajurveda that you should never offer anything to Paramatma, to God, unless you mark that, unless you dedicate it to that. When you offer to Agni, you say Agnaya idam namama, Indraya idam namama. That is the Homa culture. You have to absolutely disown that what you are giving to Paramatma, and you should never revert back saying, oh, I gave you this, please return it. No, this is human. But when you deal with the divine people, you have to be awfully careful. Otherwise, it becomes an aparadha. Yani aparadha sahasrani kriyante maya saha. We try to with all of them. So this krata bhratruvya avata agrayana graha. That is the name of the agrayana graha. For that, Soma is the Rishi. And now I am reading the mantra. Om Trigum Satrayascha Ganino Rujanto Divagum Rudraha Pruthivi Cha Sachante Ekadasaso Apsushadaha Sutagum Soma Jushantagum Savanaya Vishve Upayama sorry Upayama Gruhitosi Agrayanosi Swagrayano Jinva Yagnam Jinva Yagnapatim Abhisavana Pahi Vishnu Tvam Patu Visham Tvam Pahi Indriyena Eshate Yonihi Visvebhyastva sorry Visvebhyastva Devebhya. Then another one is called Ukchagraha, that is 1-4-12-1. Upayama Gruhitosi Indra Yatva Bruhadvate Vayasvata Ukchayuve Yatta Indra Bruhadvaya Tasmai Tva Vishnave Tveshate Yonihi Indraya Uktyayuve. Now let us see in brief regarding the Bhratravyavata Agrayana Graha. The Agrayana, generally we understand that during the Makara Sankranti time, you see all agricultural produce matured and you collect all of that and bring home and they celebrate. That's what we call as Sankranti. That is, future agricultural operations could be possible. And whatever agricultural operations already done, and what produce we get, all that is divine, and we have to celebrate it. And it is a 3 days festival, Makara Sankranti. Trimsat 30, Trayaha. Trimsat Trayaha means 33. Ganinaha, that is, there are 33 ganas. Rujanto Divagum Rudraha. There are 33 Rudras, and that is all called Rudragana. Although we try to say innumerable is the number of the Rudragana, they are all moving the entire universe. Some groups are there in Bhuloka, in Antarikshaloka, in Juloka, in Pataloka, and everybody. So, but still here we have the Upayama Grahita. So here it is called Rudraha Divagum Rujantaha Sachante. And Ekadasaso Apsushadaha. There are 11 Rudras who are inside the earth, inside the waters. So Apsugam Sritaha means they are all there. Shadaha means they are all seated or moving about in the waters. So Rudras are not at all at one place. Rudra Gana you find on the land, terrestrial. You find in Antarikshaloka and Jaloka, and also here the Jala, even the waters also have got. You have also got the same thing, Jalanara Simha, Jalanarayana. Then we have got, so Jala is also the basics from which the entire creation has come forth. So in the water, because all people live because of water only, all people have come out because of water only, and that's why even the baby, the infant, the embryo floats in the water in the mother's womb, and it will be so comfortable in all these things. So you see that Apsushadaha and Sutagum Somam Jushantagum Savanaya Visve Savanaya Jushantam. O you Rudraganas, please accept these Soma libations which I am offering to you. Upayama Gruhitosi Agrayano Asi Swagrayani Jinva Swagrayani. See, Agraya is to move forward, to be a leader. So what should they do to us is a good question. So Yagnam Jinva, Yagnapatim Jinva, Abhisavana Pahi. See, Abhipahi Savanaha. See, Savana is an important aspect during this Soma Yaga. Savana is the pressing of the Soma. So we have 3 Savanas. That Pratas Savana, Madhyanika Savana, and Sayam Savana. So they prepare fresh the Soma juice and 3 times. And in fact, it is so symbolic that human beings are given 120 years of age. No living being is allowed to so long a time to be upon the earth. All animals animals do not have so much cat, rat, then dog and lion, and all these people, they are not going to live so long time. Therefore, so that's interesting thing. So whatever we are making a prayer to this Agrayana Graha, Yananta Yagnam Jinva, make my sacrifice Jayabhutam, victorious. Similarly, the sponsorer, the sacrificer, the Yajamana or Yagnapati, him also he has to protect. Because unless the Yagnapatis are protected and offered, they will not continue the performance and pleasing the gods. Therefore, we have got a prayers, Uttare Bhavata Uttare Vartmanaha ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದೇನು, ಉತ್ತರೋತ್ತರ ಕ್ರಿಯಾ ಸಂಪ್ರವರ್ತಂತಾಂ. ಸೊ ಉತ್ತರೋತ್ತರ ಕ್ರಿಯಾ ಸಂಪ್ರವರ್ತಂತಾಂ ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಉಪನ್ಯಾಸದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದ್ರೇನು, ಇವಾಗ ಯಜ್ಞ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ನೌ ಯು ಡೂ ಯಜ್ಞ, ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಯಸ್ಲಿ ಬಿ ಡನ್ periodically or occasionally. You cannot do every day yajna, but because yajna is a big process, yajna is a big work. So that's why they don't expect you to do yajnas in our houses or elsewhere, but occasionally you should do it. At least one, Swamiji was telling, our Veda tells us, at least once a year, you must have the Agnihotra or some homa done in your house, not because of any other purpose. The cosmos of your house, entirety, will get purified and sanctified with the homa dhuma. See, homa dhuma is adding to the enhancement of our living time upon the earth. Ayurvruddhi dine, homa dhumascha ayurvruddhi dine dine. If you are doing that homa dhuma were to take hold in our in the cosmos of your house, then it will be benefit. Ayu means arogyam. People in the inmates of the house will be really healthier comparatively. That's why we also, even Rudrabhishekam also like that. Namo vastavyaya cha vastupaya cha. Before that, after this we say, Om Hara Hara Namah Somaya cha Rudraya cha ಅಂತ ನಾದದಿಂದ ಘಂಟಾನಾದ ಮಾಡುತ್ತಾ ಈ ಪ್ಯಾಸೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಶಂಖನಾದ ಘಂಟಾನಾದ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಫಲ್ಕ್ರಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಅನುವಾಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ರುದ್ರಂ. And you know, I mean, we note the importance of the fulcrum, and like that in physics we come to that. I think so. I don't know. So Yajnapatim Jinva, you please also protect the Lord of the sacrifice, the sponsorer, and Savanaha Abhipahi. Savanaha andre there are 3 Savanas, and they continue. Sometime the Somayaga performance periodicity will stretch 3 days and sometimes 7 days, sometimes 21 days. So depends upon the number of factors are there. So savana అన్నప్పుడు మా పొద్దున మధ్యాహ్నము సాయంకాలం 3 పూట్ల రోజు చేయాలి. And another point is why man is living 120 years is 40, 40, 40. So one has to live to do Pratas Savana 40 years, Madhyanik Savana 40 years, Sayam Samaya 40 years. So that's how we have got 340 years. Secondly, another calculation for this is that one has to spend 40 years of time to master Rigveda, similarly Samaveda, similarly Yajurveda, and then you will become a Vedadhyayi and Veda Pandita and Veda Nishnata, or you become a Srotriya. So 120 years. So when gods have granted us, according to our Vedic texts, 120 years, we are supposed to be also engaged with the super mundane activity of performing yajna, inviting gods, giving them food, and whatever be the time, that is all depending upon that. That's why they say that ahar harva sandhyamupasita antare. So every day ahar harva, because annikam, sandhya vandanam is an annikam. Devata puja is anniham. That's why in Aditya Hridayam also Valmiki Maharshi tells us that Esha Devan Suraganan Pati Gabhastivihi. See, Surya Bhagavan, the moment he comes up, all people become alert and they do some kind of puja, all that. Not in the time when Surya Astamana take place. Because when Surya comes up, he brings all our energies back. Prananada Yodeti. When Surya sets down, then prananada astam yeti anta. So like that here we have that savana abhipahi. And ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ when you are doing that yagnam jinva agrayano jinva yagnam jinva yagnapatim jinva, ultimately whatever savana karikrama that we are going to go through, all of them have got to be all round protection abhipahi. Look at the abhi, the upasarga for that pahi means simply protect. But abhipahi means doubly careful. See that nothing is left unprotected. Something like patrolling or the security. The security must be all round. You must observe all the VVIPs when they are on a public platform talking or something like that. There will be the security guards. They don't look at the audience or anything. They will be watching. They will be twirling their eyes all round. Sarvato charayan chakshuhu ಅಂತಾರಲ್ವ. ಸೊ ಕಣ್ಣುಗಳನ್ನು 360 ಡಿಗ್ರೀಸ್ ಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕು. ದೋ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ 180 ಅಂದರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ವಾಚ್. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ವಾಚಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ಆ ಥರ ವಾಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಯಾರು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಈ ಆಗ್ರಾಯಣ ದೇವತರು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಏನಪ್ಪ, ವಿಷ್ಣುಸ್ತ್ವಾಂ ಪಾತು. ಸೊ ಓ ಯಜಮಾನ, ಓ ಸ್ಯಾಕ್ರಿಫೈಸರ್, ಓ ಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸರರ್, Vishnu will take care of you. Vishnu, Vishnu, Vishnu. Because the word Vishnu is used here because Vishwam Vishnu. There is no particular location for Vishnu Bhagavan. We say that he is a Vaikunthavasi. Nijavaikuntavasaha Srinivasaha Patu Vijayatam ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಯಾರೋ ಒಬ್ಬರು ಆಚಾರ್ಯರು ಅನಂತ ಆಚಾರ್ಯ said in ಶ್ರೀನಿವಾಸ ಗದ್ಯಂ ಆರ್ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಗದ್ಯಮಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಸ್ಪೀಕಿಂಗ್ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಲೈವ್ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಟರ್. ಹೀ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಅವೇರ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಟ್. ದಟ್ ಫೋರ್ ವಿಷ್ಣು ತ್ವಾಂ ಪಾತು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ವಿಷಂ ತ್ವಾಂ ಪಾಹಿ. ವಿಷ್ಣು ನಿನ್ನನ್ನು ರಕ್ಷಣೆ ಮಾಡಲಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಿಷ ಅಂದರೆ ಪೀಪಲ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ವಿಷಿರಾಜ ಪ್ರತಿಷ್ಠಿತ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸಿ ವೇರ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಎಸ್ಟಾಬ್ಲಿಷ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫೇಮ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನೇಮ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಮಹಾರಾಜಾಸ್? ಅಮಾಂಗ್ ದ ಪೀಪಲ್. If all people were to come and work through, then only the Maharaja can do his administration and all those things. Therefore, Visampatu Visa. So here you observe that Visam Tvam Pahi and Indriyena Esha Te Yonihi Visvebhyaha Devebhyaha Tva. ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಅಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್, ಪ್ರೈಸ್ we are giving to that particular Agrayana Devata. And again, Agrayana Devata yaru ಅಂದರೆ Rudra, Indra and all people. So here ultimately ಪಾಹಿ ಇಂದ್ರಿಯೇಣ ಏಷ ಇತೆ ಯೋನಿ ವಿಶ್ವೇಭ್ಯ ದೇವೇಭ್ಯ ತ್ವ. ಸೊ ಆಗ್ರಾಯಣ ಕಪ್ಪನ್ನು, ಆ ಗ್ರಹವನ್ನು ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ದೇವತೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಲ್ಲಾಗಿ ಫಾರ್ ದಿ ಸೇಕ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎನ್ಶ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ಎಟ್ಸೆಟ್ರಾ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಆಫರ್ಡ್ ಟು ದಟ್. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಥ್ರೂ ಅವರ್ ಲೈಫ್ we have to be engaged with the act of performing the one or the other yajna. ಆ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಜ್ಞಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ. ಈವನ್ ಟುಡೇ ಇನ್ ಮಠಾಸ್ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಟೆಂಪಲ್ಸ್, ದಿಸ್ ಮಠಾಧಿಪತಿಗಳು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ಲಿ ಕೀಪ್ ಪ್ರೇಯಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿ security and prosperity of the people belonging to that matha or otherwise. Secondly, they have to be doing one or the other religious activity. ಮಠದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ರಿಲಿಜಿಯಸ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಆಶ್ಚರ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅವರು ಮಾಡದೇ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಅಪಾನ್ ದ ಮಠ ಆರ್ ಮಠ ಗುರು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್ Vishwebhya Devebhya means whatever gods that have been named, unnamed, all of them are included. That's something like the marriage invitation or any invitation we do. Sakutumba Saparivara. ಆಗಮಿಸಿ ನಮ್ಮ ತಾಂಬೂಲಾದಿಗಳನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಆಶೀರ್ವಾದ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಸನಾತನ ಧರ್ಮ. ಯು ಆರ್ ನೆವರ್ ಅಲೋನ್, ಯು ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅದರ್ಸ್, ದೆನ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಯುವರ್ ಪ್ರಾಸ್ಪೆರಿಟಿ ಈಸ್ ಎನ್ಶ್ಯೂರ್ಡ್. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಅವರ್ ವೇದ. ಬಟ್ ಅನ್ಫಾರ್ಚುನೇಟ್ಲಿ there are large number of people in all societies everywhere that they are all so selfish. ಮನೆಗೆ ಬರ್ತೀನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ, ಆ ಮನೆ ನನಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಕಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ನೀನು ಬರಬೇಡ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ನೀನು ಮನೇಲಿ ಮಲಗ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂದರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ ನನ್ನ ಯಾರು ಮಲಗಬಾರ್ದು, ನಾನು ಒಬ್ಬನೇ ಮಲಗಬೇಕು. ಈ ತರಹ ಇದ್ದ ಮಹಾನುಭಾವರು ತುಂಬ ಜನ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಐ ನೋ ಮೈ ಸಮ್. ನೋ, ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಬಿಲ್ಟ್ ಮೈ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಹೌಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಮೈ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್, ನಾಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅದರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ದೃಷ್ಟಿ ತುಂಬ. ಹಂಗಾದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಜುರ್ವೇದದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ದಿ ಕಲ್ಚರ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮಂತ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎ ವಂಡರ್ಫುಲ್ ಟಾಕ್ by a learned PhD scholar and a scholar in Yajurveda, talking about the culture, wisdom that we are able to get from the formulas of the Yajurveda. Because see, ಅನ್ಕೊಂತೀವಿ ಓದ್ತಾ ಇರುವಾಗ ಯಜುರ್ವೇದ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾಸು ತುಂಬ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಏನಿದೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ. ಯು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಬಟ್ ವೆನ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಎ diligent, inquisitive student and able to find out the inner depths of the communication that each mantra has got, then you simply become astonished. ನಮ್ಮ ಋಷಿಗಳು ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಫ್ರೋಸ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಅರ್ಥವನ್ನು ಕನ್ವೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಆಶ್ಚರ್ಯ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ದೇರ್ಫೋರ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರಾ, ವಿಷಂಪಾತು ಪಾಹಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಿಷ ಅಂದರೆ ಪೀಪಲ್. ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದಲ್ಲ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸೆಡ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಬಿಸಿ ರಾಜ ಪ್ರತಿಷ್ಠದ ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಇಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಅವರ್ ಪ್ರಾಸ್ಪೆರಿಟಿ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಪಾನ್ ದಿ ಪೀಪಲ್. ಆಶ್ರಯವಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಯಾರು ಅದರ ನಿರಾಶ್ರಯ ನಶೋಭಂತೆ ಪಂಡಿತಾ ವನಿತಾ ಲತಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಪಂಡಿತಾ, ದಿ ಸ್ಕಾಲರ್ಸ್, learned people must have the ashrayam, support by the sponsorship by the kings. Some asra. Vanita, the beautiful women. Women cannot be independently prosperous. Always there is a kind of lacuna in their behavior. Therefore, vanitaha. Lata is the creeper. If the creeper is given support of a good strong tree, then the creeper grows and all that. Best example I have seen for first time, the money plant. Normally ಈ ಮನಿ ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಟ್ ತೀಗ ಒಂದು ಲೋಟ, ಒಂದು ನೀರಲ್ಲಿ, ಒಂದು ಗ್ಲಾಸ್ ಬಾಟ್ಲಲ್ಲಿ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಪಾಟಲ್ಲಿ ಇಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ. ಸಪೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಯು ಕೀಪ್ ಇಟ್ ಆನ್ ದಿ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್, ಆನ್ ದಿ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ with some manure and supporting to the tree, and its leaves are simply as big as that of the banana leaves. ಅಷ್ಟು ದೊಡ್ಡಾಗಿ ಆ ಲೀವ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ದಿ ಬಂಪರ್ growth and capacity in the money plant when it is being given that. In Delhi, I observed at one place, and when I visited first time, because I have been introduced to keep the money plant twig in a Horlicks bottle. Still it was, I was or something in some glass bottle. But when we started planting down on the ground, well, it will have, that is to say that, so devebhya tva pahi indriyena eshate yonihi visvebhya tva devebhya. That is what we see about the Agrayanam. And next graha is Bhratru Avata Agrayana graha. See, there are two divisions of this Agrayana graha. One is Bhratruvi Avata Agrayana graha. So the Bhratruvya has got different meanings. And here you observe, that's what is Bhratruvya graha. Now we go to the another graha called Uktya graha. And for all these grahas, Soma has been constantly the Rishi. Soma Rishihi. What is Uktya? Uktya Graha is Indra. Actually, Uktya Graha, Ukta is mantra, Rucha ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಋಗ್ವೇದ ಮಂತ್ರಗಳಿಗೆ ಉಕ್ತ ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಹೆಸರಿದೆ. Ruk, Ukta, and Shamsa, and etc. There are different names for the Rigveda mantras. So even that kind of here we are all seeing the deification. ಅಂದ್ರೇನು ಎಲ್ಲ ದೇವತೆಗಳೇ ಅಂದ್ರೇನು ಡೈಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನು ಆಂಥ್ರಫೋಮಾರ್ಫಿಸಮ್ ಅಂತ. ಆಲ್ ಗಾಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಂಥ್ರಫೋಮಾರ್ಫಿಕ್, ನಾನ್ ಆಂಥ್ರಫೋಮಾರ್ಫಿಕ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಪುರುಷ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ದೇಹ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವ್ಯಕ್ತವಾಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅವ್ಯಕ್ತವಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ವ್ಯಕ್ತದಿಂದ ಅವ್ಯಕ್ತವನ್ನು ನೋಡೋದು ನಮ್ಮ ವೇದ ಮಂತ್ರಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳೋದು. ವ್ಯಕ್ತಾವ್ಯಕ್ತ ಸ್ವರೂಪಿಣಿ ಇದು ಲಲಿತಾಂಬ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ವಿಷ್ಣು ಸಹಸ್ರನಾಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಅನಿರ್ದೇಶ್ಯ ವಪುಹು ವೀರ. ಸೊ ವಪುಹು, ವಿಷ್ಣು ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಗಾಟ್ ವಪು. ಶಾಂತಾಕಾರಂ ಭುಜಗಶಯನಂ ಪದ್ಮನಾಭಂ. ವೆನ್ ಯು ಸೇ ವಿಷ್ಣು ಈಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಲುಕಿಂಗ್ ವೆರಿ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್, ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸಮ್, ವಿತ್ ಆಲ್ ಎಂಬಲಿಷ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ ದಟ್. But in the mind of Vishnu, there is a volcano. There is Agni Bhatrata in him. Because ಆಕಾರ ನೋಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಶಾಂತ ಅಂದರೆ ಮಹಾಪುರುಷ ಲಕ್ಷಣ ಏನಂದರೆ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಪ್ರಪಂಚ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಏನೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಎಲ್ಲ ಐಡಿಯಾಸು ಹೊಡ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಪ್ರಪಂಚಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ನೋಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಸ್ಮಿತಪೂರ್ವ ಅಭಿಭಾಷಣಂ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ರಾಮನ ವರ್ಣನೆ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ನಗುತ್ತಾ ನಗುತ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಆದರೆ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಬಾಧೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಒನ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ವಾಸ್ ಟೆಲಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಪೇಷಂಟ್ಸ್ ದೇ ಲುಕ್ ವೆರಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ, ಲಾಫಿಂಗ್, ಟಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಫ್ ಎ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ವರ್ ಟು ಪುಟ್ ದಿ ಸ್ಟೆಥೋಸ್ಕೋಪ್ ಓವರ್ ದಿ ಹಾರ್ಟ್, ಹಿ ವಿಲ್ ನೋ ದಿ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಒಬ್ಬ ಡಾಕ್ಟ್ರ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗೆ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದರಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಒಬ್ಬ ಡಯಾಬಿಟಾಲಜಿಸ್ಟ್ ಬಂದು ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾಯಿದ್ರು, ಸಾರ್ 80-90 ಬಂದಮೇಲೆ ನಾನು ಆರೋಗ್ಯವಾಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ. 70-60 ಆದಮೇಲೆ ನಾನು ಐ ಆಮ್ ವೆರಿ ಹೆಲ್ದಿ, ಐ ಆಮ್ ಸೋಲ್ಜರ್ ಅಂತ. ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಆಲ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗುಡ್, ಬಟ್ ಆವಾಗವಾಗ ಪಿರಿಯಾಡಿಕಲ್ಲಿ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಗಮನ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಆ ಡಾಕ್ಟ್ರ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾಯಿದ್ರು. ಹಾಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ದಿ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ is deified, and we always believe that faith and belief are the foundations of all religions. If faith belief illದೆ ಇದ್ದರೆ no religion comes up. It becomes, ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಉಪಯಾಮ ಗೃಹೀತೋ. ಇಂದ್ರ is the another graha who is called Ukta graha. Ukta is Indra, because in Rigveda mantras Indra and Agni are prominent. More number of mantras are there for Indra in Rigveda. And in Yajurveda, we have got Agni mantras. But Prajapati is again Agni. Agni is the creator. Indra is the protector. So Agni Indra mantras dominate entire Vedic corpus. And ಆಮೇಲೆ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ದೇವತೆಗಳು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. They are incidental, and they are incidental and periodical, and only when occasion comes up, they are there. So here you observe ಉಪಯಾಮ ಗೃಹೀತೋಸಿ ಇಂದ್ರಾಯತ್ವಾ ಬೃಹದ್ವತೆ ವಯಸ್ವತ ಉಕ್ಥಾಯುವೆ ಯತ್ತ ಇಂದ್ರ ಬೃಹದ್ವಯಃ ತಸ್ಮೈ ತ್ವಾ ವಿಷ್ಣವೇ ತಸ್ಮೈ ತ್ವಾ ವಿಷ್ಣವೇ ವಿಷ್ಣವೇ ತ್ವೇಷತೆ ಯೋನಿಃ ಇಂದ್ರಾಯತ್ವ ಉಕ್ಥಯುವೆ ಯುಕ್ತಯುವೆ ಉಕ್ಥಾಯುವೆ. So this mantra is being attributed to the Indra, because Indra is one chief person to whom repeated offerings and repeated invitations are being sent. So Indraya upayama gruhitosi, O you Soma libation cup, I have taken this in order to devote it to you or offer it to you to that. Who is that Indra? Bruhad, Bruhadvate Vayasvataha Uktya Yuvaya. So these are all the three complements to the personality or the glory of Indra. And Tasmaitva for him. And moreover, who is Indra? All gods are Vishnu Swarupas. That we should know that. Vishnu Swarupa means they are all the embodiment of the power given by Vishnu, who is a Sarvashakta. That's what we find in the Prashnopanishad, which we are doing on Fridays, where Agni was very much proud. He spoke to Ishvara, Vishnu, that I can, what Ishvara would ask the question, what is your Mahima, what you can do? Then proudly Agni told Vishnu, saying that, no, I have got the power to burn anything in the world. Even the, so afterwards, Agni Garvavan Nodi, Vishnu, okay, now I want to verify whatever Mahima you told about yourself. I give you this blade of grass, you try to burn it. What you just show your power. Then Agni immediately jumped on that fire, that blade of grass or grass, and was not able to burn at all. Then he came back. He was so much regretting himself that he could not. Then Ishvara told him, Aya, the power of burning is vested in, is of belonging to me. I am the person who is that. Only when I deposited that power of burning in you, you are able to do the function. So that kind of truth is being worked out in our Upanishads also, that's Upanishad Vidya. That means here also, Vishnavetu Eshaha Te Yonihi. This is your seat. Indrayatva Yuktavi. You say Uktyayuve Indrayatva. So the Ukta Graha, however, ultimately convincing the Ukta Devata that you are being chosen to reach up, to merge yourself into Indra. So that is what is Uktam Chame, Yagnena Kalpantam. Ali Chamakadal ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಸೊ agrayanaschame ಮೇ ಉಕ್ತ್ಯಶ್ಚ ಮೇ ಮಂಥೀಚ ಮೇ ಆಗ್ರಯಣಶ್ಚ ಮೇ ವೈಶ್ವದೇವಶ್ಚ ಮೇ ಮರುತ್ವತೀಯಾಶ್ಚ ಮೇ ಮಾಹೇಂದ್ರಶ್ಚ ಮೇ ಸಾವಿತ್ರಶ್ಚ ಮೇ ಸಾರಸ್ವತಶ್ಚ ಮೇ ಸರಸ್ವತಿ ಸಾರಸ್ವತಶ್ಚ ಮೇ ಎಟ್ಸೆಟ್ರಾ ಯಜ್ಞೇನ ಕಲ್ಪಂತಾಂ. ಸೊ ಆ ಚಮಕದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಕನೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಸೋಮಯಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಸೋಮರಸವನ್ನು ಆಫರ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ವಿನಿಯೋಗ ಮಾಡುವ ಸಾಧನಗಳು. ಸೊ ದಟ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಉಪಯಾಮ. ಸೊ ಗೃಹೀತಃ ಆರ್ ಗೃಹೀತಃ ಉಪಯಾಮ. ಗೃಹೀತಃ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ಯಾರಿಯಿಂಗ್ ದೆಮ್, we are going to approach these respective gods. So next graha is Dhruva graha anta baratte. Dhruva graha is again, Dhruva is strong, and for this also the Soma is, that is 1, 4, 13, 1. If Vasan is there, can you read Vasan 1, 4, 13? Can you read those mantras? Murdhanam divo. Idu Mahanyasdalli baratte mantram.
Guruji.
1, 4, 13. Murdhanam divo aratim pruthi.
Murdhanam divo aratim prithivya vaishvanarabhaya jatamadhim pavigum sambrajamatitim chananamasanna patram janayanta devaha upayama gृहीतो अस्य ज्ञयेत्वा वैश्वानराय ध्रुवोऽसि ध्रुवक्षिति ध्रुवाणाम् ध्रुवतमोच्यु अच्युतक्षिथमा एष ते योनिरग्नयेत्वा वैश्वानराय.
Beautiful. ನಾವು ಮಹಾನ್ಯಾಸದಲ್ಲಿ ಪದೇ ಪದೇ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ.
ಹೌದು.
And I hope you all appreciated the talk on Mahanyasam. ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ಪದೇ ಪದೇ ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಓದಿ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಮಹಾನ್ಯಾಸ ಈಸ್ ಎ ವೆರಿ ಬಿಗ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ವಿಷಯಗಳಿದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಇದು ಈ ಅಗ್ನಿ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ, ಅಗ್ನಿ, ಇಂದ್ರ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಇನ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಐ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಆಸ್ಟ್ ರಾಮಚಂದ್ರ ಶರ್ಮಾ ಗಾರು to highlight the character and participation and the role of Agni and Indra in the Mahanyasa complex. ಅವರಿಬ್ಬರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೈಲೈಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಬಟ್ ಐ ವುಡ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ವಿ ವುಡ್ ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಹೈಲೈಟ್ ದಟ್. ಇನ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ದೇರ್ ವಾಸ್ ಎ ವಂಡರ್ಫುಲ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಇನ್ ಸೂಪರ್ ಸ್ಪೆಷಾಲಿಟಿ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ and that Hanumantrao or so, he was a surgeon. And he heard some of my talks on Mahanyasam classes. And he immediately asked me, "Sir, I want to note down about Indra's role in the Mahanyasam, but still it's a pending homework for me." But ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಈ ಇಂದ್ರ, ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಾನ್ ಥ್ರೂ ಮುಖ್ಯಗ್ರಹ ಅನ್ನುವಾಗ ಇಂದ್ರನಾಯಿತು. ಇವಾಗ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಾಟ್ ಮಂಥಿಗ್ರಹ, ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಾಟ್ ಅಗ್ನಿ. ಸೊ ಇಂದ್ರ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅಗ್ನಿ, they go hand in hand. Indra is the sacrificer, a Kshatriya. Agni is a Brahmin, is an officiating priest. So Agnimile Purohitam Rutvijam Hotaram Rattadhatamam. You understand? So it's a Hota, he's a Rigveda priest. Agni is a Rigveda priest. At the same time, he has got all the faculties in him to be able to officiate in any sacrifice. So Agnim Avahya, and Agni ke helbek now. Agne Kama Yayemire. Yeah, Agni is being kindled only for getting the wants fulfilled. Come back here. Murdhanam Divo Aratim Prithivya Vaisvanara Amrutaya Jatam Agnim. So normally, whenever you want to interpret and make meaning, you have to bring together the certain common, the words which has got a common case ending. See here, for example, Agnim Murdhanam Adhyo Aratim Vaisvanaraha Amrutaya Jatam. So this is what we can understand, that ಈ ಅಗ್ನಿ ಯಾರಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಮೂರ್ಧಾನಂ ದಿವಹ. ಮೂರ್ಧಾನಂ ದಿವ ಇಸ್ ಸೂರ್ಯ ಭಗವಾನ್. ಈ ದಿವಹ ಇಸ್ ಹೆವೆನ್ಸ್. ಆಕಾಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಅಗ್ನಿದೇವನು ಸೂರ್ಯ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಕಾಶಮಾನವಾಗಿ ಓಲ್ ಡೇ ಸನ್ ಈಸ್ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ಯು ಆಲ್ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ಸ್. when sun is there, there is no darkness. Tamasa parastat. So Purushuktali, yasya yonim. So you see that Rochamanaha, Elli, Rochamana andre Tamasa parastat, beyond darkness. So the darkness ends when sun comes up. And when sun is not there, then darkness comes back. The darkness is a occasion for Agni to brighten the darkness. Therefore, Kalidasa in Raghuvamsa says Dinante Nihitam Tejaha Savitreva Hutasanaha ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ರಘುವಂಶದಲ್ಲಿ, ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಕ್ಯಾಂಟೋದಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಹುತಾಸನಃ ಸವಿತ್ರ ಇವ, ದಟ್ ಹುತಾಸನ ಈಸ್ ಅಗ್ನಿ. Agni, Savitra, he becomes Savitra during the night time. And Savitra is there during the daytime in the sky, giving light and all that. That's why there are that kind of responsibility exchanging is being viewed in respect of Agni Indras. So Agnim, who is that? Murdhanam Divo, and Aratim Prithivya. So Prithivya Aratim. So he is there helping one and all upon the ground, upon the earth. So whoever are existent upon the earth, ಈ ಭೂಲೋಕದಲ್ಲಿ, that's why even Taittiriya Upanishad, Bhuragnihi, Bhuvavayuhu, Suvaradityaha, ಈ ವ್ಯಾಹೃತಿಗಳು ಬ್ರಹ್ಮೋಪಾಸನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಆವಾಗವಾಗ ಓದ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕು ನಮಗೆ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ. ಬ್ರಹ್ಮೋಪಾಸನ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ವ್ಯಾಹೃತಿ ಅಂಗಭೂತವಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಉಪಾಸನಕ್ಕೆ. ಸೊ ವ್ಯಾಹೃತಿ ಅಂಗ ಉಪಾಸನ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಆ್ಯಡೆಡ್. ಸೊ ಅಂಗಗಳು ದೇರ್ ಆಲ್ ದಿ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮೋಪಾಸನ ಟ್ರಯಲ್. ಸೊ ಅದರಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಪ್ಪ, ಹರತಿಂ ಅಂಡ್ ಪೃಥಿವ್ಯಾ ವೈಶ್ವಾನರ. And why at all this Aishwanara is born or found? Amrutaya Jatam. So in order to give immortality or elevation to all people, Agni is present in the land. You imagine, without fire, without Agni, we cannot exist upon the land, or even we cannot get it. So Agni, Neeru, and Benki, Benki and Tanabardu. So the fire and the water, they are the two essentials for all people living on the earth. And ನಮ್ಮ ಬಾಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ 75% ಆಫ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಯಾರೊಬ್ಬ ಡಾಕ್ಟ್ರು, ಪಲ್ಮನಾಲಜಿಸ್ಟು ಒಬ್ಬ ಪೇಷಂಟ್ಗೆ ಅಡ್ವೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ತುಂಬ ನೀರು ಕುಡಿಯಬೇಡ ನೀನು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ. ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಇನ್ ಅವರ್ ಬಾಡಿ 70. ಸೊ ಯು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಡ್ರಿಂಕ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಪೇಷಂಟ್. Sparingly you take water so that you will not have ayasam and breathing problem anta helta idare. So I don't know the validity of that because we are not doctors. So they know, looking at the patient condition, so you water. And but when there is already energy in that. Innondu point enandre, when you have sugar in the blood, you cannot take sugar outside. When there is salt in the blood, you cannot take salt from outside. That is blood pressure and also diabetes. So ಈ diabetic patients sugar ಹೆಚ್ಚು ತಗೋಬಾರ್ದು. there is a lot of banning so many things about them, especially carbohydrates ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಈ ಅಗ್ನಿದೇವರು ಯಾಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಮೃತಾಯ ಜಾತಂ. he is only there to provide you absolute health, prosperity and growth. And moreover, who is he? ಕವಿಗುಂ ಸಂರಾಜಂ ಅತಿಥಿಂ ಜನಾನಾಂ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ ನೋಡಿದ್ರ. ಹೂ ಈಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಅಗ್ನಿ? ಹೀ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಗೆಸ್ಟ್. ಎಲ್ಲ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಅಗ್ನಿ ಈಸ್ ದ ಅತಿಥಿ. ಅತಿಥಿ ಅಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಗೆಸ್ಟು. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಅಗ್ನಿಂ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಸಿ ಅಗ್ನಿಯನ್ನು ಅತಿಥಿ, ಅಗ್ನಿರತಿಥಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅಗ್ನಿ ಯಾರಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಕವಿಗುಂ. ಹೀ ಈಸ್ ಹೈಲಿ ವೈಸ್. Wise in a sense, he is so wise that he will never jump out of the Vedi. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಯಜ್ಞವೇದಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅಗ್ನಿಯುತ್ಥಾನ ಅಗ್ನಿಯಾಧಾನ ಮಾಡಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಸ್ ಅಗ್ನಿ ಜಂಪ್ ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ವೇದಿ? ನೋ. ಆ ಫ್ರೇಮ್ ವರ್ಕಲ್ಲಿ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ ಉರಿತಾ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಕೀಪ್ ಹಿಮ್ ಬರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಲೈವ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಫರಿಂಗ್ಸ್, he will not produce smoke. ಇಲ್ಲ ಹಸಿ ಕಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಸೌದೆ ಬೇರೆದೆಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ ದೆನ್ ಹಿ ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಜನರೇಟ್ ಮೋರ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ಇನ್ ಹಿಮ್. ಸೊ ಹೊಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಹೊಗೆಯನ್ನು ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಹಸಿ ಪದಾರ್ಥ ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ಕಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಹಾಕಿದರೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಅದರಿಂದ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಹಿ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಕವಿ. ಕವಿ ಅಂದರೆ ತನ್ನ ಲಿಮಿಟೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಮಿತಿ ಮೀರೋದಲ್ಲ. ಆ ಮಿತಿ ಮೀರಿದಾಗ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಜನರಲಿ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ಗ್ರೀಡಿ, ಆಶಾವಾದಿಗಳು. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕಾಮ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಕಾಮಾಯ ಅಂತ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಈ ಅಕಮರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ? ಅತ್ಯಾಸನಾತ್ ಅತಿಪಾನಾತ್ ಎಚ್ಚ ಉಗ್ರಾತ್ ಪ್ರತಿಗ್ರಹಾತು ತನ್ನೋ ವರುಣೋ ರಾಜ ಪಾಣಿನ ಹ್ಯವಮರಸತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ, ಈ ವರುಣ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಒನ್ ಫೆಲೋ ಹೂ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್. ಅವನೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? he has to erase that extras that we have done because of our own hopeless desire. Atyasana, eating what more than that. Actually they say you should divide your food 4 divisions. 3 divisions ತಗೊಂಡು 1 division in our stomach portion vacuum ಆಗಿ ಬಿಡಬೇಕು. for digestion, for air circulation, for water, for anything more. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಒಂದು ತುತ್ತು ರಾತ್ರಿ ಹೊತ್ತಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ತುತ್ತು ಕಡಿಮೆ ತಗೋಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ದೊಡ್ಡವರೆಲ್ಲ ಅಡ್ವೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವ್ರು ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ತುತ್ತು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಮಲಗಿದ್ರೆ ರಾತ್ರಿ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಎನಿವೆ ಹಿಯರ್ ಕವಿಗುಂ ಅಂಡ್ ಸಾಮ್ರಾಜಂ. ಸಮ್ರಾಟ್, ಸಮ್ರಾಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಆಲ್ ಪವರ್ಫುಲ್, ಆಲ್ ಬ್ರಿಲಿಯಂಟ್, ಆಲ್ ಅಥಾರಿಟಿ. ಸಾಮ್ರಾಜ್ಯಂ ಭೌಜ್ಯಂ ಸ್ವರಾಜ್ಯಂ ವೈರಾಜ್ಯಂ ಮಹಾರಾಜ್ಯಂ ಆಧಿಪತ್ಯಂ ಚ ಸಮುದ್ರ ಪರ್ಯಂತಾಯೈ. You look at that. So state reorganization, the state division, politically and otherwise, administrative convenience, that used to be there. Therefore, especially when you are showing Karpura Harati, Karpura Nirajana Divya Deepam Darsaya, Karpura is cooling up. Karpura Nirajana Divya Deepam Darsayami. And before that, Samrajyam, Bhaujyam, Swarajyam. And Bhaujyam, Rajyam, Samrajyam. So I don't want to talk about that. Now here, what is that? Samrajam. So Samrajam. And who is this Agni? Atithim. Yarge Agni Padra? Jananam. Underline for 100 times. All those people who experience birth on this world, they must require the Agni be invited as a guest to their houses. So you cannot get food, you cannot get hot water, you cannot heat up yourselves, and anything is only Agni. That's why in our Vedic system, Agni is a big subject. If you go to Motilal Banarsidass shop, there are 2 volumes just produced, very big volumes, 5,000 rupees they cost you. And on Agni only people have done work. So in fact, I wanted to buy those 2 volumes to our Kendra, and they were giving it a very rebate, but somehow it could not happen. But I wanted to keep those 2 Agni volumes. But we have the all Veda texts in one volume that Somaya, he had brought it to our Kendra, and we purchased it. And it is there in our library. I can show it all sometime when I come to Bengaluru. So, really, this is important. So, Vaisva and Jananam Atithim and Asanna Patram Janayantaha. See, Asanna Patram means the moment Agni enters as a guest to your place, so that has to be, when he comes as a guest, it is your duty to attend him. That's what we call Atiti Puja. ಅತಿಥಿ ಪೂಜೆಗೆ ಏನಿದೆಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಷೋಡಶ ಉಪಚಾರಗಳು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಎವ್ರಿ ಡೇ ಅಗ್ನಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ ಗಾಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದಿ ಗೆಸ್ಟ್ ಟು ಯುವರ್ ಹೌಸ್. ಕೆಲವು ಸಾರಿ ಮನಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಅನ್ಕೊಂತೀವಿ, ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಟುಡೇ ನೋ ಗೆಸ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಕಮ್ ಟು ಅವರ್ ಹೌಸ್, ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊ. ಇಲ್ಲ, ದೇವ ಪ್ರಥಮೋ ಅತಿಥಿ ಮನುಷ್ಯಾಣಾಂ. ವೆದರ್ ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್, ದೇವ ಅಗ್ನಿ ದೇವ, ದಿ ಗಾಡ್ ವಿಲ್ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ವಿಸಿಟ್ ಯು ವಿಸಿಟ್ ಆಲ್ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಅದೇ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಅಮಾವಾಸ್ಯೆ ದಿವಸ ಆರ್ ಶ್ರಾದ್ದ ದಿವಸ, ಪಿತೃಕಾರ್ಯ ದಿವಸ 33 ದೇವತೆಗಳು ಬಂದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಥ್ರೆಶೋಲ್ಡ್ ಹತ್ರ ಮುಖದ್ವಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಂತಿರ್ತಾರಂತೆ. ಅವರಿಗೆ ಆವಾಗ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅನ್ನನೂ ಯಾವುದೋ ಸಂಸ್ಕಾರ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಸಂತೋಷದಿಂದ ಪಿತೃದೇವತೆಗಳು ಹೊರಟೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಪಿತೃದೇವತೆಗಳಿದ್ದಾರೋ ಅಷ್ಟು ಜನ ದೇವತೆಗಳು. ತ್ರಯಸ್ತ್ರಿಂಶದ್ವೈ ದೇವಾಹ ತ್ರಯಸ್ತ್ರಿಂಶದ್ವೈ ಪಿತರಹ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಆ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಇವರೆಲ್ಲರ ಅತಿಥಿಯಾಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಜನಯಂತಹ ದೇವಾಹ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್ ಅಲ್ಟಿಮೇಟ್ಲಿ ಈ ಮಂಥಿಗ್ರಹವನ್ನು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಿ, ತ್ವಾ ವೈಶ್ವಾನರಾಯ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಮಂಥಿಗ್ರಹ ಅಲ್ಟಿಮೇಟ್ಲಿ ಈಸ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಆಫರ್ಡ್ ಟು ಅಗ್ನಿ, ಹೂ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಗೆಸ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎನಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎವ್ರಿಬಡಿ ಬಾರ್ನ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್. ಇನ್ನೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲನೇಷನ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು, ಬಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಟುಡೇ I stop here, because Agni and Indra are wonderful subjects, because all Sanatana Dharma, the culture, etc., is being upheld by Agni and Indra. And so here in the Somayaga, especially when we are offering the Vaiswanara Graha, I mean that Manthi Graha, all this information is there. Next we'll go to the seasonal offerings, Rutugrahas. Next week we can do it, I think so. Om Swasti. Vasan, conclude.
ॐ सहनावतो सहनो भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति 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 हरिः ॐ तत् सर्वं श्रीकृष्णार्पणमस्तु
Sri Veda Purusha. Asirvadostu. Very nice. So, Vasan, oh, Papa, very happy, Babu, that you are joined and you are the inspirer to get on to this kind of Yajurvedic study. ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ. And ಏನು ಸಮಾಚಾರ? Oh, Papa. Oh, you're mute.